Welcome to the Sidings, and first of all may I say thank you so much for the lovely comments on yesterday's video about Church Street, which is my new layout. It's got some work to be done on it, and I'm very pleased with it overall, despite the things that I've learned I could have done differently. But it was never a case that Church Street was designed to be a hit on video and online only. It was time for my trains to go to the ball. Or in this case, Models in the Museum 2026 at Aldridge Transport Museum. Many thanks to David and the rest of the team who worked tirelessly to put on a brilliant little show yesterday. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time. I was sat next to some wonderful people. I saw Jules there as well, who is Small World Layouts. He was exhibiting in the other hall, and a whole bunch of people that were doing really cool stuff in every conceivable gauge. And it wasn't just trains. There was boats, there were planes, there were people in uniforms, there were people desperately trying to sell me more trains, and they nearly succeeded, but I was stuck behind my table doing stuff instead. And I've got to say, the thing that I loved most about the day wasn't that I was doing this and getting lots of adulation. It was that we could just let the trains do the talking. So I've put up a little bit of footage here of what was going on, my open come and play layout, along with the sign that I'd got next to it. And that was really well received by a bunch of people. The guy next to me, Ken, bless him, I think he was a little bit worried that having encouraged children to play with my layout, they would think they could play with all of them. And I was, maybe he's got a point. Maybe I should have been a bit more careful. I don't know, I shall reflect upon this. I am wondering if actually the way to go is to have a model with push buttons, so you push the button and something cool happens. But that would take a lot of work and a lot of... I suppose I've got 12 months till the next... No, stop. Okay, no. It was great also to have a little outing for the new N-gauge loco that I've got, which is not new. It's a chassis that I bought from Train Tracks high-in. It's a Kato Bobo chassis, and I'd managed to find somebody who's designed a shortened down Class 22, so a baby warship but babyer. And I can't paint to save my life. The paint job is horrible, but it's got yellow ends and a blue middle, which is good enough. And that was also doing the rounds with some Dapol trucks, and that was just delightful. So I'd got all that going on, and it was just wonderful to have that to be able to exhibit. And then also I'd got Church Street, and Thomas the Tank Engine spent his entire afternoon, from 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock, shuffling into Church Street Station and then gently exiting again. Never let me down, never stuck, never got, isolated out there. The shuttle system, which again Jules had recommended to me, thanks mate, that was just awesome. And I took these halters along as well, so that people could see, so I could hold up the 60cm shelf model and say, this is what I was inspired to do by watching a guy on YouTube who said we could do this stuff. And then this, over a metre long, built on an IKEA shelf, 2 different layers, all sorts of microelectronics. This is what I was inspired to have a go at. And I got some photos of it while it was on the stand. And I've got to say, now I reflect upon it, it's gorgeous and I love it. And I'm so pleased with it. And I know, fine, there's things I'd fix or do different. But it's just so fun. There's Wilbert's Chapel, which is just lovely. There's the back of the factory is exactly what I wanted it to be. It's that combination of messy pallets and skips and waste, and then also you've got barrels there on pallets waiting to go in, and a stack of neat pallets next to it, and you've got the security fencing. And yes, I know if you're going to be hyper realistic about this, there is no way that the forklift would make that turn. Okay, and it wouldn't get down past the skip anyway. But it's just great. And then I got my Ginty out to do a bit of shunting, and also the £20 shunter that I picked up last year. When Mike Potter mentioned on Budget Model Rows that Amazon was doing like £22, was it, or £20 something for a brand new Hornby shunter. Picked that up, and that was doing a little bit of shunting in and out as well, and it was great. And just the effect of things, the ability to create a roof out of plastic and a bit of Nuln oil. The Metcalf kits doing their job. It was great. And then, of course, I took Robin Densher down as well. So I managed to get some time in with that, just running around. It sat there for 6 hours, the tram going round and round and round. All sorts of people really happy with the layout, with the idea, the Japanese outline, the fact that, it was clearly a simple idea, but I was adding to it as I go. And the Gundam standing proud over its city, keeping watch. And so it was very full on. So a couple of the guys were saying that they don't do a lot of shows. They don't do 2-day shows anymore because they've decided that it's too much effort to turn out and be part of something and be very peoply for that length of time and make a big deal out of it. And I didn't understand them, but I do today. Afterwards, I've kind of had to take a seat back and go, yeah, okay, maybe I should have paced myself a little bit. But it was glorious, and the Bus Museum is a great venue. And hello to all the people who came out and saw me for me. Pete brought his 2 boys down. I saw Dave and Elaine and their lad. They were brilliant. Pete and Anne came down with one of the respected elders, and a whole bunch of other people who were walking along. Even a guy called Tim, who I know quite well through work, came down with his family. I don't think he was expecting me to be there, not expecting to find me there, but that was brilliant. And it was just lovely to see people and to catch up and to say, oh yeah, hi, I'm here and I'm doing this. And by the way, have you seen that over there? And let's not get started on the wonderful layouts that were elsewhere. All sorts of stuff. So, yeah, it's been brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. I've said I won't do it again unless I get another inspiration to do something else. But I think maybe there's one next year at the end of July in Aldridge Transport Museum, and wouldn't it be brilliant if I saw you there? Take care.